we go. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Let's just get a bit of perspective. Good morning. You know, it feels so good as these nights and mornings start to get a bit cooler. They can bring out your cozy things. Some change of season clothes. Feels so good. Feels so good. And today, for those of you that don't know where I am, I'm in Southeast Queensland. That might not make sense to anybody else, but Southeast Queensland, we've had a very long, hot, humid, and quite wet summer. Still quite wet, but we're cooling off a little bit, which is, for me, in this body, a little bit of a relief at the moment. So let's see who's live with us here this morning. We're coming into Easter next weekend, so I won't be running a meditation next Monday. I'm actually running a whole day retreat here. So we're having a yoga sadhana day retreat. We'll be doing that each month. So if you are interested in that, do reach out to me because they fill up extremely quickly from the people that I see in the week, you know, my yogis at class. So if you would like to jump into one of those, reach out to me for the dates so that you can book in ahead because they're a fairly small group here. So it'll be like a cleansing winter retreat each month, generally on a Saturday, but this one will be on an Easter Monday, so there won't be a meditation Easter Monday. So we'll see you today. Good morning, beautiful Kerry, and good morning, Danielle. Awesome. So yeah, like I think I was just saying, and you may or may not have been on, I'm going to be running monthly little yoga retreats, deep dive sadhana retreats here in my space each month. So a beautiful opportunity to connect in an intimate space, in a deep circle, real deep connection. We have a beautiful sauna here. And so throughout the winter months, we'll be running these retreats and having a bit of a cleanse each month. So like I say, Easter Monday is fully booked and I won't be here for the meditation, but otherwise you can reach out for those dates if you would like to get in ahead because they're going very quickly. So today we're looking at Crown Chakra, moving from third eye to Crown Chakra. A little bit of a similar feel as we move up into these sort of more etheric realms. Eyebrow center and third and Crown Chakra have a very similar feel. Once we get to Crown Chakra, we're really clearing the whole channel. We're going to spend a couple of sessions working on the Crown Chakra. So today and then in 2 weeks' time, give you a good chance to practice. Because we're going to be working through all the chakras to really clear the central channel. When you are a clear vessel, when your whole channel is activated and clear, then, you know, there's this beautiful phrase at the moment, you become a bridge between worlds. And, you know, to me, that is what we're here to be, a bridge between worlds, a bridge between, you know, you're a bridge for yourself, between the light of your higher self, your divinity and your humanity. You're making that own bridge. You're marrying the two of those. That is almost the definition of yoga, the union of all that you are. So to have that inner union, we need to have a clear channel. Once we achieve that inner union, we are also then a bridge between the two worlds of the divine consciousness and source energy and the earth. We are the one that gets to anchor the light, peace and unconditional love to the earth and to spread that, to connect up with others doing the same thing, to uplift and elevate all of humanity and the earth. So, you know, this work goes way beyond a peaceful start to your Monday morning. We are really readying you, activating you, preparing you to be able to be this clear central channel. Because when you are a clear central channel, you are aligned to your truth. Now, I'm not talking a truth where there is right or wrong. I'm talking this inner truth that for you is the highest truth in that moment, connected to source in your unique journey. Right? That is so important because the world is very noisy. And it's going to get more noisy on the ascension journey that we are on this expansion journey, because it's going to get quite messy. Just like your own personal journey can get a little messy when you are on a profound healing path. There is a lot to clean up, and there is a lot to look at, and there is a lot to realize, and there's a lot to wake up to, and there's a fair bit to change, right? That's happening on a global level, right? And if you've been part of a community or what am I trying to say? Like an association, or what's the word? Like you've been on the board of something. You'll know how challenging it is to change things when it's a group, a group situation, and you have multiple people involved. Well, think of that on a global scale. Like we're trying to move something huge, and so for you to be aligned, that is essential. As a light worker, as somebody who is here to make a difference on the planet, and that is all of us, by the way. Some of us are sort of more just in the proactive roles, some are sitting a little off to the side, some are fully just holding the energetic space, some are holding the placards, right? But you still need to be able to hold that central channel to navigate the chaos and move smoothly through the storms, knowing the truth of who you are. Not falling into fear and right and wrong camps, but steadily holding the flame, being a beacon of truth, grace, love, peace, hope, potential, being able to download quantum solutions that are outside of the realms of what we already know. This is where we're moving to. And, I know for absolute sure, when I dedicate more time to my meditation practice, my life is just full of magic. It is full of serendipitous opportunities. It is full of ease. It is full of grace. It is full of solutions that my mind cannot come up with. Yeah? So that is what I want for all of you. That is what is possible. That is what leads us to these serendipitous, collaborative ways of being. Because it is true that sometimes making decisions in collaborative ways can be challenging, especially for those, that aren't used to it and aren't getting into their channel. But it is also true that when we come together, we are more powerful. Right? And we need to learn ways of working together in your more collaborative, supportive, loving, inspirational, creative, dynamic, right, ways. And so today is a really big part of that. Well, the whole, every meditation is a huge part of that, because we come into activating each chakra. Today, with working with the Crown Chakra, we're going to be working with all of the chakras and really doing quite a lot of breathing practice. So let's dive on in. We're going to be working with different breath holds throughout the chakras. Please just do what you can. If the rhythm of the breath that I'm working with is too long for you, like it's too spacious and you're having to gasp for your breath, please just speed it up in your own time. You need to, again, learn what is your truth, what is for you right now. We'll be playing with a few different breaths and then creating quite a lot of space to work with our Om and to feel into the spaciousness. All right. So let's close the eyes. I'm not going to give a particular mudra for this one today, but we can just come into a simple chin mudra, which helps us to sustain. This is a good one, because this helps you to really contain your own energy, stay in your own field, and also to help to protect you from other energies, particularly if you have a busy household. So holding our chin mudra, just resting the hands in your lap. Let's close your eyes and let all of that settle with you. And become aware now of your surroundings. Very important to allow the space that we are in. We don't always find ourselves in the perfect meditative environment or the perfect place in our day for stillness. But we can still learn how to access that inner space within us, come to our own inner refuge. So allowing and even seeking out the sounds around you. welcoming those sounds. And allowing them to be part of your landscape. Drawing your attention to the inner sounds, the space closer to you, inside your house, your car, wherever you are practicing. And then drawing attention to your own being, your own breath. Feeling your own body, feeling your body however you're sitting here today, connected to the earth. Noticing any sensations in your body. Welcoming all of the information that is coming to you, and we get to choose where to place our attention. So bringing your attention to your breath. Feel your body being breathed. And let your breath take you deeper internally into your body. And sensing your spine. Feel your spine from your seat all the way up to your crown. And send roots of your awareness down through your seat into the earth. Your energy body extends beyond your physical body. And we are also sending our awareness down to connect with the energy of the earth. Mother Earth has sentience, connecting deep into her with our love, our gratitude, receiving her unconditional love and support in return. And then become aware of your crown and extending up above your physical body to your 8th chakra and beyond. Turning your inner gaze up and visualizing a waterfall of light pouring in from the light of your oversoul, your higher self, into your physical body through your crown. Pouring down your spine. And then a little reminder of your chakras as we're going to be breathing and holding at each chakra briefly. So we have your base chakra right at your root, your perineum. Sacral chakra just below your belly button, about a hand's width below. Solar plexus just below your ribs, above your belly button. Your heart, your throat, feeling the suprasternal notch, your eyebrow center, and the crown. So we're just going to work with the 7 in the physical body today. So as we breathe in, we need to be breathing in and pausing at each chakra. And at each chakra, just using the Bij mantra or the primordial sound of Om for each one. So we're going to go through audibly a couple of times, and then we're going to go into the more spacious, silent realms, and I will guide you through, and then I'll let you do it by yourself, because we'll be doing it on the inhale. As we do it audibly, obviously it's going to be on the exhale, but we're still going to work from the base up. So let's just take a breath, because we're going to do it audibly. Base chakra, Om. Sacral, Om. Solar plexus, Om. Heart, Om. Throat, Om. Eyebrow center, Om. Crown, Om. So you can take one hand and actually place your hand on these centers as you work through, or you can just visualize and sense the chakra and make sure you're hugging the spine with your awareness. So you're in your body. Take a breath. Om. Om. Solar plexus. Om. Om. Throat. Om. 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 Back to the beginning. Om. 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 Taking a breath in, taking a breath out now. Starting at the base, you're going to inhale, say an internal Om. I will take you through. Inhale, base, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, eyebrow center, crown. Breathing out, inhaling section by section, base, sacral, little pause at each one, solar plexus, heart, throat, eyebrow center, crown. Exhaling. So I'm going to leave you to do a few by yourself and see if you can spread the spaces out so you pause a little longer at each chakra on your inhale. So let's exhale and begin. One more time through. And just relax the breath and feel your central channel, Sushumna. And now coming into the raising shakti breath, breathing into your lower belly, so feeling like you're filling up your pelvic bowl as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, effortlessly drawing that prana up the spine and out through the crown of your head with a waterfall of light showering back over you, nourishing your body. Breathing in to the pelvic bowl, breathing out, drawing up the spine and out through the crown, showering your body and your auric field. So repeat that breath, breathing in and out, drawing it up. Shower of light. Continue with that breath in your own time. And then take a few more breaths just like this. But instead of letting the breath come all the way out the top of the crown chakra and radiate through your whole, over your whole physical being and into your auric field, imagine that that breath now pauses just below the skull. And as you exhale, the breath and the prana just completely showers over your spinal cord and over your nervous system and the interior of your physical body. So you get this deep nourishment. So breathing in. And as you exhale up the spine, bathing the whole brain, nervous system as that beautiful prana pours back down internally, breathing in. Exhale up the spine to just below the skull, and then it rains back down. Continue to breathe this way. And then relax the breath for a moment and just feel. And with equal breath in and equal breath out now, turn your inner gaze up, beyond your physical body, up to the light of your oversoul. Inhale. Visualize this waterfall of light just slowly and beautifully raining down on you, entering your crown, coming into the center of your head, and just filling your head with spacious white light, like a dove of peace, just landing so sweetly, so lightly, and with so much love. And as you exhale, send that light down from the center of your head, down your spine, and anchor it to the earth. So it's an inhale into the center of your head through your crown, feeling the light and spaciousness and peace, and exhale that light down the spine through the rest of the chakras and root it down to the earth. See that rooting down as light, deep, deep down into the center of the earth. So let's continue with that breath, inhaling to the center of the head, waterfall of light. Exhaling down the spine and anchoring to the earth. Continue. Letting go now of the breath. Diving into the spaciousness of pure potential. No limits. Feeling this space resonating with the primordial sound of Om. And in this spaciousness, offer up a prayer. Is there something that you are wanting the light of your own higher self to bring you guidance upon? For the highest frequencies and beings to support you? Offer that up now from your heart. And taking a deeper breath in and out now. Staying open to receive. Start to come back to your physical body, your surroundings. Staying open and yet staying connected to your body, your breath. Start to open your eyes, return back. Have a little look around you. Notice how things look, how you feel. Often when I'm connecting with these real sort of higher frequencies and higher energy centers, when I come back to connecting with the physical, yes, I can feel I'm here, I'm very in my body, I can, I know that this is all here. How real it is questionable, but that's the feeling that it's not real, right? That it's quite, it lends itself to more playfulness, less seriousness. It's like, I see what's playing out here. This little lila, this play, this experiment, if you like, for want of a better word, here on earth, That this is just all part of the props for this experience of being in a body, being human, with all of your feelings and all of the materialism. But it's not what's real, it's not what's lasting. It's almost an illusion. Yes, it is, very much is, as we know to some extent. And yet we're in it, we can touch it, we can feel it. So, right, there's a material aspect to it. But I'm curious if that lends itself to more lightness to you. Do you come back and go, yes, I can almost laugh now. It really helps to take things a lot more lightly when there's so much seriousness in the world. And also a reminder that things aren't linear. When we offer up a prayer, sometimes we may get a divine download right there and then, or maybe the prayer is just to let me receive whatever is in my highest right now, and we may receive some inner guidance right there and then. But often it's not linear. Often we might offer up a prayer, a request, a demand to the universe, and things come around in a non-linear fashion. Through opportunity, through the words that someone says, through something that you see later, through a little download that happens when you're driving or you're in the shower, through something, like I say, that someone says to you or someone you bump into today. That is the way that grace works, in collaboration with everything else here on earth. So be open to receive the information, the support and the answers that you might be looking for, and the opportunities in ways that you have not perhaps thought of before, and also that the answer might be something very different from what your mind is projecting or wanting. That is the thing. right? The universe works in interesting and curious and mysterious ways, always working for the highest for you, for whatever it is that you are here, and you put your hand up to come down to earth to learn, to share, and to experience in this lifetime. So enjoy this life, enjoy your day, staying open, staying connected. I invite you to keep coming back to this meditation over the next couple of weeks, because like I say, Easter Monday is happening, and I'm running the day retreat, so then it will be the following Monday, which is the Anzac Day long weekend for those of us in Australia. But that will be, so what is that, 25th, 28th, the 28th will be back. And of course there are some replays here on Facebook, but because of the lives are now getting taken off after a month, all of the replays are now up on YouTube, Rebecca Thompson 777. So you can check that out at any time, and also any time you want to watch a replay and you don't want to jump back on Facebook, you are welcome to check it out on YouTube and let everybody else know, let friends know. If you really enjoy this meditation, you know, subscribe to get the alerts, whether it's on Facebook or on YouTube, and yeah, share the links with your friends so that they can check in as well. All right, beautiful souls, I would love to hear how you are feeling now. Danielle and Kerry, those of you on live with me, and anyone else, of how you're feeling after that meditation. What happens for you? And as many of you know, I know Kerry is really amazing to do the replays too. And let us know how she's feeling every day, which is such a great practice. Elevated and happy, and happy to replay that beautiful meditation for the next few weeks. Fantastic. And of course, you've always got access to all the others if anything in particular comes up that you would like to sit with. Awesome. Wonderful, wonderful. Have a beautiful Easter. Lots of time for reflection on endings and beginnings, and how you want to move through into the cooler months if you're here in Australia, into the warmer months if you're somewhere else in more the northern hemisphere. All right, beautiful souls. Sending you all so much love.